Data Jockey, Machine Learning for Victorian Racing. Sunday 5 July 2026, Race 8 at Bendigo. Let us get going. Before the detail, the headline for Race 8 at Bendigo, 2 model selections. Magnetic Chess is the place pick, top of the models list for this race. Powerbound is the same race multi-leg only, the top 4 selection, not a standalone place bet. That is the quick version, Magnetic Chess for the place, multi combining both if you are after the longer odds. Stay with me though, because the model is seeing something worth unpacking in this field. Race 8 Bendigo, 12 runners today, which means the top 3 pay a place dividend. Here is the first thing worth knowing, the model's top selection is not the favorite. That tells you straight away the model is seeing value somewhere the market has not priced in. That gap between data and market is exactly the kind of race this model was built to find. 2 selections on the board today, a place pick and a same race multi-combination. And as always, this is not a forced pick. The model only shows up when there is genuine value to report. Today there is. Let us get into the detail. Before the picks, here is the short version of how this works, because it sets this channel apart from most tipping content out there. Every selection comes from a machine learning model trained on Victorian racing results, and it does not stop learning. Every race meeting feeds back into it, sharpening it over time. The key difference from almost everything else in this space, most models and most tipsters are chasing the winner. This one was built to chase something else entirely, place finishers. Horses that land in the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a fundamentally different target, and it changes everything about how the model is built. It is simultaneously weighing dozens of variables across the full field: pace, distance, field composition, historical form, how each horse matches up against today's rivals specifically, all at once, in ways that are genuinely hard to replicate manually. Want the deeper methodology? It is linked in the description below. For now though, Race 8 is on the table and the model has a clear view on it. Let us get into the picks. On to pick 1 for Race 8. The model's top selection here is Magnetic Chess, currently 3rd in the market, not the favorite, not the horse drawing the market's attention, just one the model rates well above where it is currently priced. That mismatch is the whole basis for the selection. I want to be upfront about something, since I think it is more useful than pretending otherwise. There is no single clean reason the model has chosen Magnetic Chess. That is genuinely not how the system works. It does not rely on one factor like a strong record at Bendigo or a preferred distance, the kind of reasoning a standard form guide leans on. The model takes a different path entirely, weighing dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is racing today, historical patterns built from thousands of past Victorian races, all considered together, surfacing connections that are simply invisible to manual analysis. That is intentional. A one-sentence explanation would mean the model was unnecessary. What actually counts is this. The market has Magnetic Chess at 3rd in the market. The model places it first for Race 8. That difference between market price and model confidence is where the value lives, and identifying that gap is the model's entire job. It does not matter whether the market eventually catches up or not. By the time it does, the value has usually already gone. Built specifically around place finishers rather than winners, a top ranking here means this horse fits the historical profile of horses that finish in the places, not necessarily the historical profile of horses that win outright. A different way of approaching the problem altogether. Magnetic Chess for the place, a top 3 finish in a 12-runner field, is what the model is backing for Race 8. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Powerbound takes pick 2, and it is the market favorite once more, though this reads quite differently to the vulnerable favorite scenario you sometimes see here. No vulnerability flagged this time. The model is not predicting Powerbound gets beaten. Instead, it is saying Powerbound fits a top 4 profile, just not at the strength needed to rate alongside pick 1 as a place finisher. That places it as the second leg in the same race multi rather than a standalone place pick. The clearest way to frame it, Magnetic Chess carries the strongest place finisher signal the model has for this race, and Powerbound is a genuine contender favorite for solid reason, with the model agreeing it belongs in the first four. The same race multi-combination needs exactly that: magnetic chess in top 3, powerbound in the top 4. This is not the model fading the favorite. It is rating pick 1 more highly on the place finisher measure specifically, while powerbound still contributes genuine value through the multi-combination, just in a different role to pick 1. Here is the same race multi for race 8, magnetic chess finishing top 3, powerbound finishing in the top 4. Check with your wagering provider on availability for this market. Before going further, worth being precise about something, since these two bet types get mixed up easily. They are not the same kind of bet, and they do not carry the same odds of landing. Magnetic chess, as a standalone place selection, is the higher probability option. The model has stronger confidence there. The return is smaller, but the chance of it landing is greater, and that is the model's primary read on race 8. The same race multi is the longer odds path. Both legs need to come in magnetic chess in top 3 and powerbound in the top 4, which makes it less likely overall than the place bet by itself, but the payoff if it lands is meaningfully larger. Neither is compulsory. The place selection on magnetic chess carries the model's strongest signal. The multi exists for those interested in the higher risk, higher reward option. Whichever you go with, understand clearly what each bet actually requires. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. If you are following the full card today, all the race tips are in the playlist. One video per race, all uploaded before race 1. Have a look at the other races and see which of the model's selections are relevant to you. Some punters combine multiple selections into a place multi. Check your wagering provider for how that works. Always make your own informed decision before placing any bet. And this is important, always check for scratchings before you consider placing anything. Horses get scratched on race morning, and it can completely change the picture. The model's place selection for race 8 is magnetic chess. Have a look at the playlist for the rest of the card. Subscribe if you have not already. I do this for every Victorian meeting, every race day, and it is completely free to follow along. Race 8 at Bendigo all wrapped up. The headline: magnetic chess for the place, and magnetic chess top 3 with powerbound top 4 as the same race multi if the longer odds option appeals to you. Every selection gets tracked publicly, with results posted weekly, no exceptions and no cherry-picking, win streaks or losing runs alike. That is the only honest way to judge this model over time, and it is on you to make that call. For entertainment purposes only, as always, please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. See you next race.